current and former members of the Senate EPW committee. As we go through the confirmation process, we meet with the senators on that committee of jurisdiction, but we also meet with other senators who deeply care about issues that are within the jurisdiction of that agency, even if they don't sit on that committee. When I went with Senator Britt, I went in, she had a long list of questions to ask me, of priorities that she had on behalf of her constituents, and WOTUS was right up there, top of the list. So from the first moment I met Senator Britt to here today, she's been a great champion for this cause, representing her home state of Alabama. Senator Britt.
Mr. Administrator, thank you for having us here today and for all of your hard work. Look, President Donald Trump is doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Here we are, just a few mere weeks into this administration, and once again, we get to say promises made, promises kept. There is no issue that when I travel the state of Alabama, literally every single county, that doesn't come up more than this one. And so, Mr. Administrator, I can't thank you enough for getting to work day one. And you're right, this was the very top of a long list of things that I wanted to see the EPA change course on. And that's because it affects the daily lives of so many Alabamians. So long before I got here, people like these distinguished members of Congress were fighting against this. I have the opportunity, sitting on the Senate Appropriations Committee, to have the EPA administrator come before us, have the Corps of Engineers come before us. This was always a question I asked. And because of the hard work of Senator Joni Ernst, I had information at my fingertips. So when I asked the Biden administration, do you know how many small businesses, do you know how many employees this negatively affects? Of course, their answer was 0. Well, Senator Ernst had me more prepared than that. She had made sure that every single state knew exactly how many people were affected and exactly how many jobs were at risk as a result. 64,000 small businesses in Alabama were negatively infected by the way the Biden administration handled this, 125 employees. At the end of the day, our farmers and ranchers are the absolute best stewards of their resources. They depend on the fruitfulness and the continuation of those to provide not only for our family, but for our nation and our globe. I'm of the belief that food security is national security, and our agriculture community continues to be under attack. But that is no longer. Common sense has finally been restored, both at the White House and here at the EPA. I am so proud to be here today. The clarity that we saw in Sackett actually being able to be implemented, having that opportunity, being able to have regulatory certainty, pulling back the red tape regime, and allowing our men and women to do what they do best, providing not only for their families, but for ours. That will ultimately be the result of the hard work of EPA Administrator Zeldin. And I will tell you this, if you can get, I love a Trump EPA, you know what I mean? I think I could get a group of farmers and ranchers and all the sorts to wear that for a picture. They just won't want it to be used against them otherwise. So we'll just have to have a little clarity there, and I think I can make that happen. But at the end of the day, I am just grateful. This is what is affecting the men and women that we serve. We hear this every time we go home. We hear this every time they come to D.C. And to get to be a part of actually affecting change, it feels good. And so for everyone out there, we encourage you to comment, as Senator Kramer said, and obviously Senator Bozeman here too. Comment, bring those fruitful comments, bring that anecdotal evidence, bring the clarity, as Senator Bozeman said, bring the science, and let's get this done for the next generation, and let's allow fruitfulness to continue. Thank you.